Now, with tension ratcheting up with every passing scene, we turn our attention to the world of ancient Rome and the lives of its most powerful. How will Caesar weather this storm? And can Brutus stop himself from acting on his feelings for Portia? Join us today as we delve into the third episode of the Caesar Chronicles, where power and passion collide against a backdrop of conspiracy and betrayal. Welcome back to the channel. For those who are new here, hi there. We bring you the craziest and weirdest facts about ancient Rome and its iconic personalities. Today we have an exclusive treat for you, a deep dive into the riveting third episode of the Caesar Chronicles. If you haven't already seen the first two episodes, then we suggest you go watch them. As always, fair warning to our viewers, there will be spoilers ahead. So brace yourself if you're just here for the latest episode. So without further ado, let's get started. Back in Rome, amidst the grandeur of the Roman Forum, tension hangs heavy in the air as Senator Cato addresses his fellow senators, his voice echoing with urgency. You see, not one of you. Do you understand what's happening here? This boy, this Caesar, he wants a crown. And I say to you now, I know he does. However, Senator Cassius interrupts him sharply, his gaze fixed on Caesar. Stop wasting our time with your superstitions. We all know what he's after. And turning to Cato, he adds with a sneer, and I'll have you know that the Oracle of Delphi hasn't declared him king yet. Undeterred, Cato retorts, don't insult the gods again, Cassius. They will punish you for your hubris. As their debate intensifies, Cassius scoffs. The only thing you fear is losing power. Why else would you oppose Caesar? But Cato remains unmoved. I fear Rome falling into civil war and ruin. And Caesar's ambition is leading us straight to it. He doesn't hide it anymore. Cassius replies, he doesn't have to. He commands the mob like a god. They chant his name as if he's already emperor. Meanwhile, as the argument reaches a fever pitch, Caesar listens intently from the back of the room, his expression unreadable. But it's only when Cato yells, "Beware the Ides of March," that Caesar turns around, his eyes flashing with anger. Who said that? Then, without waiting for an answer, he strides towards the exit. Outside the Senate, however, Caesar finds himself surrounded by a crowd of common folk. They cheer his name, making it clear that they are his biggest supporters. This doesn't sit well with Cassius, who is furious to see Caesar being worshipped like a god by mere commoners. As Cassius watches from afar, seething with jealousy and rage, Caesar calmly addresses the crowd, promising them a better future. Cassius is disgusted by this display of power and feels threatened by the growing support for Caesar. Little does he know that the true threat is brewing within his own circle. Meanwhile, another group of masked men are attacking Caesar's supporters in the streets. And so the Senate is ablaze with debate. Some argue for action against Caesar, while others believe he should be left alone. Yet it's clear that Caesar's popularity has reached a critical mass, something the elite class cannot accept. Amidst the turmoil, we shift our focus to a secret villa outside Rome, where the moon shines through the parted curtains, illuminating Caesar and Servilia locked in a passionate embrace. The air between them charged with desire as they share this forbidden love. In a moment of passion, Caesar whispers, "Servilia, I love you. You complete me. Let me prove it." As their love intensifies, Servilia, lost in the moment, responds, "Oh, Caesar, I feel the same. It's as if we were made for each other." Their love knows no bounds, and in each other's arms, they find solace and passion. But lurking in the shadows is Brutus, witnessing the intimate moment between his mother and Caesar. The sight fills him with anger and disbelief. As the night wears on, Cassius, anxious about the Senate's decision regarding Caesar, returns home. There in the hidden cellar of his house, he finds a letter from Brutus. The letter reveals Brutus's plan to assassinate Caesar, and Cassius is shocked by his son's audacity. Brutus explains his reasoning, stating that Caesar's tyranny must be stopped. However, Cassius disapproves of his rash actions and advises caution. He reminds Brutus that their plot could fail and they may need to flee Rome. Brutus, though, is adamant about taking action and begins to make preparations. Cassius, torn between his love for his son and his loyalty to Rome, realizes he must support Brutus in order to protect their family's legacy. Together, they finalize their plans, determined to take down the tyrant. Cassius provides Brutus with a sword and reassures him that everything will be all right. At the same time, Caesar receives news from Rome that the Senate is divided over his actions. Some want him dead, while others support him. But Caesar is undeterred and confident that he will prevail. Cassius observes Caesar from afar, noting his calmness in the face of danger. Cassius wonders if Caesar truly believes he's invincible. In the midst of all this chaos, we catch up with Portia once more. She finds herself drawn to Brutus, and a deep sense of connection grows between them. As they talk, Portia's admiration for Brutus's courage and convictions deepens, and she begins to develop strong feelings for him. Meanwhile, Servilia tries to persuade Caesar to be careful in Rome, warning him that there are many who want him dead. Caesar, however, remains confident and assures Servilia that nothing can harm him. The next day, Caesar decides to visit the Roman Forum and address the people directly. As he walks through the streets, he sees graffiti calling him a tyrant, and it makes him sad. However, he presses on, hoping to connect with the common folk and gain their support. At the Forum, Caesar speaks to the crowds, promising them a better future under his rule. The people listen intently, inspired by his words and enthusiastic about the changes he promises. As Caesar continues his speech, the citizens grow more excited, their cheers echoing through the Forum. Meanwhile, watching from afar, Servilia becomes increasingly worried about Caesar's safety. She knows there are many enemies out there who would be happy to see him dead. That night, Caesar attends a dinner party hosted by Pompey. The atmosphere is tense, and Caesar can't shake off the feeling that something is wrong. Despite the unease, the party continues, and Caesar finds himself drawn into conversation with Pompey. They discuss politics and the future of Rome, but Caesar can't help but feel that Pompey is hiding something. As the night drags on, Caesar starts to feel uneasy about the lack of security. He asks his guards to check outside, but they return with no answers. Suddenly, Caesar's instincts kick in, and he runs to the bathroom. To his horror, he finds a small dagger under his pillow. Caesar is shaken by this discovery, realizing that there are people who would kill him in his sleep. As the sun rises, Caesar prepares to leave for the Senate. He knows that the assassins may strike at any moment, but he's determined to carry on as usual. Before we wrap up today's episode, we'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think will happen to Caesar? Will he survive the attempts on his life? And how will Brutus's feelings for Portia develop? Share your predictions in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed the journey through ancient Rome with us. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the world of history.